Oh my gosh. It's working. I never know when this thing has a mind of its own. Here, I am getting caught up. Let me make sure I'm ready to go. I wasn't planning to go live tonight, but I'm so happy to be with you guys. Oh gosh, it's just crazy, crazy, crazy. I'm live. I can't believe it. Okay, I need to turn that down. Let me make sure everything is the way it's supposed to be. First, I'm not really going to be able to read the chat today because I have to show you something so important. Something I've been saying I've been going to show you guys for a year, and tonight is the night it happened. Just because it's kind of tedious work I don't like to do. I just like to play with the cards. Okay, tell me this is working. I can't see this so well. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Okay, that looks good. Why can't I see it still? Hey, now I can see you guys. That's what type of diet I have for you guys. Oh, you got my notification. Yeah. Okay, yes, I'll hit that like button too. Is this going? That's going. Hi, you guys. How's everybody feeling? It's just been kind of crazy couple of days. I just feel kind of very Jekyll and Hyde. You feel really good one minute, the next minute you don't. Then you don't want to be bothered, and then Don Julio shows up and stuff like that, right? Right? Okay, hi. Oh, okay. So, okay. I got to put you on my mobile too so that I can see if I'm buffering if I say bad words, you know. You're just so picky. Picky, picky, picky. Okay. There it is. Okay. Oh, dirt. Right, dirt, not diet. Yes, slam that like button, Larry. Hi, Terry. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Carmen. Oh, my God. I have these chat screens all over the place. Yeah, you guys. Thanks for showing up. I know this was totally unannounced. Yes, we will make it through. I still haven't been able to go through the Libra Ingress this season or the quarter moon we went through. It's a lot of push and pull, back and forth, teeter-totter, up and down. It does make me feel kind of a little, bipolar, kind of, or obsessive, or then too lax. And so tonight, back on the Twitter, and then I don't even know who brought it up about the polling, and I was like, crap, I have to look at this now. It's just so important to everything that we're doing. And then I was like, why do I feel like this? Well, we have Lilith here. I'm the messenger. This is what happened tonight. So this Lilith here, see, women's rights, pissed off about what happened with Brianna. Am I going to buffer if I say that? Haha. There's Lilith, dark moon Lilith, 27 degrees. There's Mercury, 27 degrees Libra. They're opposite each other. So I'm feeling compelled to talk about the deep, dark Lilith with the moon in Capricorn, the reality, and the Mercury, the messenger of what's going on. I want to make sure we're all on the same page when I'm talking about polling and ratings, because they're so important to certain people, right? I'm super clear tonight. Yay. good. Happy anniversary, Marie. I love that name, Lilith. Yep. So I'm feeling compelled to talk to you guys about that because in just two days, we're going to hit an eclipse click point. I think I listed today about 10 dates, September, October, at least, that are major eclipse dates, eclipse clicks. And that's when things are crazy. They're already crazy. So pace yourself every single day because it's going to be up and down all the time. Okay. If you feel like you're getting kind of crazy and wigged out, step away because this is kind of really crazy stuff. Oh, hey, look what I got today. I wanted to show you more stuff, but look at this mug. You guys, look at that. Is that so cute? And then I got this one. Right? Cheers. I'm double fisting. I should have coffee, but I've got nothing in there. Right? So anyway. Oh, Angela, thank you very, very much. So kind. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to jump right in here. You're going to learn something new from the Queen. Not a lot of people know about. I wish I could get it out there. I can't. I don't know how. It's so important because this is the big thing. I feel like everybody's missing. Well, there's so many things everybody's missing, but this in particular, when it comes to numbers, makes me crazy. And so when Don Julio goes and says, crazy, crazies. Oh no, we've got the running man. Thank you so much, Angela. I don't know how to get that guy out. Oh, he disappeared. That's good. Hey, that's already working, right? So, oh, hey, Becca, House of Lenormand. I think I said your name once, and I think I got buffered a little bit. They're so nuts. Okay, so this is like a lesson with polling. It's going on all the time, and it's super duper duper matters. It's everything, and it's so subtle that nobody picks up on it. So that's what we're going to hammer through tonight. I just really like this topic, but reality, we all got to know about it. And if you have any ideas or insights, really would love your ideas as to whatever comes to you, okay? So, basically, of course, this is the polling. It looks, when they say, oh, like down here, oh, Biden's up, if you can see down here, Biden's up by 10 points, Biden by 4 points. So this blue bar down here is just kind of a summary of the differences between Biden and Trump. And they get these numbers from like the average number of like all the polls that are existing out there. So today is September 24th. Biden is at 49.5 favorability. Don Julio is at 43.0. Biden by 6.5 points. Easy to understand. This blue is a differential. Gotta pay attention to that. But if you notice, this starts back. When did this start? September 1st. And Don Julio started at a 40.8. This is September 1st, 2019. I mean, think about that for a second. What was going on? In October, around here, Don Julio was ordered to release tax returns, 8 years worth, back in October 2019. Then those guys like LEV and IGOR arrested. That Baghdadi guy was taken out. And then here comes the Pelosi announces the inquiry. So we go through that. So like this is November, and then December, we come down here. They do the vote, pass it on to the Senate. But before then, we're in January, we kick off the year with that General Soleimani killed. That plane in a Ukrainian airliner went down. And then they started the Senate, who acquitted by February, and then the states sent 17 tons of PPE to China. And then here comes COVID, shutdown, economy, blah, blah, blah. Our life since, right? But so you can see like in this red, Don Julio kind of gets a boost here around the time of the Senate hearings, right? That's where it's kind of a little bit higher. Here comes COVID, and then boom. And now, but crazy, look at this, how his ratings are going up little by little by little. It's nuts, especially with everything we've been through. Biden, way back when, September, started with a 50% rating going up to 53%. But he's never gotten back there. Doesn't that just sound crazy? Like, what has he done to not be able to sustain that? And little by little, he gets eaten away, chopped away, la, la, la. So the first thing you need to know is that this is not random. When they used to do polling way back in the day, they should not mirror each other. Like if he goes up and he's like going down on the exact same dates and then they're coming together on the same dates, they stay steady and they go apart, come together. The changes always come on a same day. There's a same trend. So this is what when they're testing messages, it's to see what helps him, what brings him down, and then what helps him, and what do we do to counter that? And can Donald sustain or go up, depending on messaging? This he couldn't because of economy and COVID. But now it's been a couple months, and here we are. They're mirroring each other. Oh, again, okay. This Real Clear Politics website. So that's I can't say his name. I'll get Fat Steve, the chief of staff. Fat Steve, that guy. That won't buffer, right? This is his site. It's all data and polling, and I just think it's crazy that it's just out here in the open to see all the time. But this is not how it looks. They have some charting back from the 2000s, and it's just so random. These things crisscross. See, you notice how these never come together? Well, the goal is, by the time they get to the big November 3rd, is to do enough testing where the red can cross the blue and come back down, because they found the switch to flip the messaging and work on that to gradually increase this and decrease that. And I'll show you how that worked real quickly with 2016. Where is it? Here we go. Trump and Clinton. So look she started way up at 53%. He's at 33%. But then magically, to go all the way up to 45%, usually back in the days, like the 90s, 2000s, it was impossible for candidates to have a variance of more than like 3 or 4 points for the entire the entire election season. We've got a 10-point difference up for him, 10 points down for her. And so this was September 2015, and the Ben Z stuff came up. And look at how they are running parallel together. Here, this is about the time her polling data was stolen by a Bernie staffer. I think that went to the mother rush with the person who brought the GOP stuff. But then it goes apart. Now we're in January 2016. So this is March. And right here, okay, right here where this comes together, that was in May. Well, anyway, if you look here, they go apart, they come together. That's July 30th. They go apart, they come together, apart, and then come together, and then it's election time. They're testing messages all this time, and then when they want to blitz, they do it, and then they cross, so they can figure out how he can flip past her. And then they take all their nuggets, I think, and then they blast it right at the end to get these numbers up over. But notice, he never has a majority number. I don't even think he never hit 50% here. 45.6 was his highest. So that's how it's possible with messaging and targeting to bring someone down at the right time, and they just test and test and test information right now. This was my Twitter. I was like, what is it that triggered this? Here. Maddow tonight. She said, okay, you guys, there's been 3 bad days in a row with news. And she had this on, Real Clear Politics. And I was like, okay, I have to decipher this for all of you. They are testing messages. And that's why we always get such a bad GOP response. They don't care. They don't care. Because they're playing a totally different game. We are playing 2 different board games here. So I said, do not become complacent. So what am I doing? This is what I'm doing. Let me get my pictures out. Oh. Okay, let me get some water. I'm so thirsty already. How are you guys doing? Right, Larry? I almost fell off my chair like you when MC said in his book about how those polls can be rigged, right? I took notes from an audiobook. I didn't have a book to write it, so I took notes. Actually got paper and pen out, took notes from an audiobook. So here, this is the complexity. This is like everyone. So if we look at this chart here right now, this is right now. I showed you earlier. Joe started at like 50.3. Today is September 24th. He's at a 49.5. Overall, he has lost 0.8 of a point, which is huge. How do you lose that much since September with what this Yahoo has been doing? Don Julio started at 40.9. He had a little bit of a rise there, came back down, but oh wait, you know what? Let's open everything up. It's a rigged, it's a hoax. You can't get sick. He went from 40.9 to 43.0, which is a plus 2.1, which is even bigger than what Biden has lost. And oh my gosh. Technically, if this were a game about a score and differences, Donald wins because he's got that plus 2.1. And he shouldn't, because it's crazy that he would even have that. So that's the first thing you need to know. And then just kind of this overall trend, because overall trend for Joe, this is going down incrementally. Don Julio, this is going up and down, but overall trending up. And this is how subtle it is. This is what I want to show you. You know what? Let's go back to this so I can bring it back down. Okay, so this is Max from, is this July? Oh, no, not that one. We need to go back. I'm sorry. We need to go back to this one. Okay, so this is the past since September 2nd, 2019. This was 6 months ago. Still a lot of gaps in between. They don't look close, but very different. 3 months, the last 3 months. Well, they kind of look a little bit more in tandem. The last 30 days, they are starting to flatten out a little bit. There's some blips here and there, but not as differentiated. This is the last 2 weeks. They look flatter still. And the last 7 days looked pretty similar. This is what I want to show you, because you're going to realize how much is happening here and how much the smallest movement matters. So this is September 17th. Joe is at 49.0 up here. Don Julio is 43.2. It has Biden by 5.8. And then September 18th, Biden 6.2, 6.5, 6.5, 6.5. It's like nothing is happening. There's so much happening. 6.6, 7.1. So here, this is a big, actually a really big differential. This was planned because they wanted to see what would boost Joe and what would happen to Donald being ridiculous. And then protests, that news yesterday, and him saying no peaceful transfer. You would think that would be detrimental for Don Julio. No. He went up. Biden went down a half point. That was the biggest deficit. So let's go back and talk about what happened this week. I'll break it down for you. You with me so far? Yes. Okay. No. That's not what I want. Why do I keep doing that? Nope. Where are my pictures? There it is. That's what I just told you. Let's look at this one. So, I'll add more layers to this. So, from the 17th to the 18th, RBG passed away that day. Joe is up 0.3 of a point from this day to this day. Donald went down 0.1 of a point. Biden. So the net total difference is a 0.3 and a 0.1, which is a 0.4. It doesn't matter if these are positive or negative. I'm just counting the number of the total number of points, whether they went up or down. So this is a 0.4, Biden. From the 18th to the 19th, Biden went up 0.2. Donald went down 0.1. So that net is 0.3. From the 19th to the 20th, Biden went down 1/10. Donald went down 1/10. It says there's zero change, but actually there were 0.2 of a point that created this. This is important. So what happened on these days? This day, I think this was Thursday to Friday, Commerce Department said they were going to block the downloads on Sunday for that TikTok. That report had redactions removed. RBG passed away. That Washington judge made those orders about the mail. Wolf no-showed. And by that night, Mitch gave DT the green light. Yeah, you'll get a vote. And that was the 18th. 17th to the 18th, 18th to the 19th. So on Saturday, Don Julio had a rally, and he thought it was beautiful that a journalist was hit with a rubber bullet. Law and order. The MAGAs blocked a polling place. But, okay, so now we're getting into false equivalencies. I had to search for whatever it would be that would be negative about Biden. He accidentally said that 200 million died of COVID, not 200,000. They're trying to peg him for disappearing acts, leaving before noon during the week, I guess, because maybe he doesn't work. I don't know. And then, does Biden have a Latino voter problem? That day, Biden was up by 0.2 of a point, Donald down by 1/10. Then the 19th to the 20th, Biden went down 1/10 of a point. Why would that be? The FinCEN files came out. Caputo went on his Facebook rant. They're saying China's winning the trade war. Biden warned about replacing RBG. That letter was sent to Don Julio at the White House. They both went down 1/10 of a point. Let me get the math out here, because I know this is kind of tedious, but where is it? Where did it go? So, look down here. Because most people say, oh, look, Biden's up by 6.2. Biden 6.5. Unchanged 6.5. Unchanged 6.5. It's the same, 6.6. Oh, he surged here. No. This is how subtle it is from day to day. From here, from the 19th to the 20th, it's unchanged. Biden leads 6.5. No. All this happened, and there were 0.2 of a point that mattered, but it was still reported as 0. But there was a lot happening. When we're dealing with Trump winning by 80,000 votes, which is like what percentage of 1% vote, this stuff matters hugely. We get to again to this day. Oh, it's unchanged. He's still up 6.5. No, there were a total now. Both Donald and both Trump and both Joe went up 0.1%. The next day, Biden up 0.2, Donald up only 0.1. The next day, Biden up 0.3, Donald down 0.2. Oh, that's really bad. How could he say these terrible things about no peaceful transfer of power? Yesterday, it felt like Biden was soaring. But yet today, all of that, Donald can do all of that stuff, that terrible stuff, and he goes up and Biden falls 0.5 of a percentage point. It does not make sense. I think this is where we get into micro-targeting, where people are getting different narratives. But you have to understand, when they are polling like this and they are doing testing words, they do it so subtly. They'll do it on a day. Here. Where is it? So when it looks like nothing is happening, there's a day and they will both go down 1 point. Then they test a message. Is there any change? No, they stayed the same. There's another message. Oh, they both go up. And they have got this thing so fine-tuned where they can see how outrageous Donald can get, how far he can push it, and still improve the next day with his ratings and have Biden fall. Those who know how to manipulate polling and know how to manipulate the micro-targeting and the messaging and what you view, even on your TVs at home and the commercials that we watch, those are selected for us. I didn't know that. I thought it was just, like social media, Facebook, Twitter, they show you certain advertisers. Or they piss me off so much because of this whole thing with Sweet Ruthie passing away, and then Mitch is all like, you're getting a vote. It was like every other ad, every other thing in my feed. Every suggested story had Mitch somewhere. I never see him that much, and I had to go block all of his accounts because I was tired of seeing it in my feed. But that's how it happens, and they rely on that targeting and that information and that data, and then they can measure your emotional response on polling and data and ratings. So then what they do in the end is they calculate how far they can go with outrageous stuff. Donald will still get a boost. And Biden, like Hillary Clinton, has such a small, narrow margin of error that the moment he says something wrong, it's shared millions of times over and blown out of proportion, and it's a false equivalency once again. So I have faith that these guys are on top of this much better than in 2016, because Peter Strzok in his book was saying they had no idea how deep and how bad this was. They just thought there were maybe some foreign actors coming. Hey, go demonstrate for me. Hey, what do you think about this? Hey, no, it was so complex, so in-depth, multiple countries with multiple armies and teams targeting and using data. That's what blew them away. That's where they felt like, I think they kind of dropped the ball, because they did not understand how deep they were in with all this. And then they had a disinformation expert talking about how propaganda comes and brainwashes people. And even Peter was like, what are you talking about? That won't happen here. Well, guess what? It did. So I'm confident that they have a much better grasp on this from last time, and they're catching things right away and addressing them. But this machine is so fine-tuned that it picks up on everything and will exploit every single opportunity. I mean, look at from September to now, to be able to consistently drive Joe down by 0.8 of 1 point. And despite Don Julio being impeached, acquitted, this insanity, the cerveza virus, our economy, he's up 2.1 percentage points. And when it comes down to enthusiasm, it absolutely does come down to enthusiasm. Both sides are fired up about this pick for the court. But you have Donald saying crap about not transferring power peacefully. It's all to make people feel defeated, to give up, to be demoralized and embarrassed, so you don't vote. So you're exhausted and you don't vote. So that is why it is so important these days heading in that if you're exhausted, step away, because they know you better on social media, I think, than you know yourself, because we get so caught up in these things we can't step back. But their AI steps back all the time. It's like, look at these beautiful numbers. Yeah, it really worked this time. And what should we do next? It's always something. So I just wanted to get this out there and show you guys. Like Donald has to do minimal work. He's got a -1, -1, -1, +1, +1, -2, +1. It doesn't matter if he gets a +3 or a +2 or, well, -5 is bad. So long as he just walks this fine line, the 2 of Pentacles, not losing balance, he can steadily shave off points. And enough people get suppressed with a vote, there's some more. They're looking in all ways to cut corners and get him within a certain range. And without having money, having blown through $1 billion, it doesn't matter. Here's the thing. If we had to look at this past week, people would say, what kind of week did they have? Oh, Donald had the worst week ever. Biden's doing okay. Well, if you look at the differentials and you're keeping score in this regard, actually, Joe had a worse week because his total loss was a -0.6. Donald, I think, maintained, I can't remember, but Joe would have lost. But here's the thing. Nobody would know that Joe fell by more than half of a percentage point because he was so consistent at 6.5, 6.5. Oh my gosh, he surged. And he was back to 6.5. Nobody would know. This is like really, really bad. So, know that you get a couple of days where there's not a lot going on and you're not really getting a lot of bad news, and he seems kind of calm. That's not it. They are recalibrating. They're fine-tuning, and then something in a day or two is going to blow up like yesterday, not transferring peaceful power, so they can measure messaging. And then you feel defeated, Donald improves. This is how it is over and over and over again. So, I just wanted to show you this bit. Oh my God, buffering. Okay. I know, Jaybird, I don't follow the polls either, but when I started looking at the polling, every time something explosive that happened with Hillary, here, I'll go back to it. You can see it happen in real time and how it affected her. I mean, they've got it down to a daily thing. So I don't like polls either, but that's why he's always talking about, oh, I got very good marks. I did really well. They got good ratings. This is what he's talking about. This is what they're looking at all the time, and they're always willing to do whatever it takes to get the... Okay, where is it? Where is the polls? Get me back to 2016. That's not it. Let's try this one again. Okay, that's not the one I want. Oh, wait, here. Yeah, so when I started poking around here, it was just, they're not going to show it to me now. Come on. It's whatever they can take to blow out of proportion the smallest things. You just be aware about the false equivalencies, because it's it's poison. Those things are so powerful, and we're all left like, what are they doing this for? Well, I'll tell you what they're doing it for, is because they're monitoring every single person. Okay, I can't find it. I cannot. Okay. Yeah, and I feel like, man, Kamala, it has to be so hard in her position, because behind the scenes with my tarot scopes every single week, that is their goal, that they are always working on how to take her down, and it's a puzzle. Oh, I just watched Social Dilemma I have not heard of that one, Katie. I think someone mentioned that to me on Twitter. And that explains how easily it works without our knowledge. Not buffering. From Econ, what are the odds of social unrest and plans for a challenge leading to a reenactment of 1816 One America? I don't have a chart, so I can't look at that. Side isn't the only one talking. The dummies call it out. People are mad as heck and want him gone. I know, I totally agree with you, but for whatever reason, they have this so fine-tuned that they're finding any little wiggle room to get Donald back up. He's been atrocious. He's just been gross all summer long, but his numbers are going up because they have figured out how to fine-tune, and just the little, it just takes the slightest bit. Okay. You know what? I do want to tell you this is off topic. I do want to just tell you this one thing, though, which was really, really, really cool. This made me so happy I couldn't sleep last night. Okay, so you guys know how I'm always talking about the Saturn-Pluto conjunction. Here I go back again. I wished I had, I don't know if I have the chart. Oh, anyway, from January 12th, this was a change of structure and power. Global structure and power, that whatever happened that would be touched would change. I was looking at this and I'm just like, wait a minute, what's this Taurus, 1 degree Taurus on the ascendant? And I was trying to calculate in my brain what date that was, and if it was a such and such date. Now, would there be a chart for it? And I found a major event that's going to see radical change because its birthday is April 22nd. In fact, because April 22nd of that year, the sun was 1 degrees Taurus. So I put the sun on the ascendant there at 1 degrees Taurus. And on this day, on April 22nd, 1970 in New York, get this, it was the first Earth Day, you guys. This is the Earth Day chart. The first Earth Day. It's 1 degree Taurus on the ascendant. Saturn, Pluto, 1 degree Taurus on the ascendant. The midheaven, the highest point of the chart, what number do you see there? I see 18 degrees Capricorn. What's up here? 17 degrees Capricorn. It's a perfect fit. So, Saturn-Pluto conjunction, changing world power, structure, and governments. This is going to apply to corporations, I hope. But even though we have this lockdown thing going on, it's been super beneficial for Mother Earth this year, right? I mean, the air cleared up, the skies cleared up, so much stuff. She got a break. So I think finally this Earth Day and environmentalism gets its spotlight. Finally, it's going to be able to leverage the power that it's been wanting to leverage for so long. Yeah, because Uranus, that's been 10 degrees Taurus, retrograded, it finally broke up the Saturn, the obstacles for Earth Day, because Earth Day, represented by the sun, it's out there with this great big idea and hope, and it's out there, but then the thing behind it that's dragging the whole train down is Saturn. Well, Uranus just went there, and I'm hoping it penetrated that blockage so that we are going to get some revolutionary ideas and innovation going. It is like, if this is your business, working in the environment, being a steward of the environment, this is the time to be there with your ideas, you guys. This is the time, because this is it's going to take a process, but it turns over. I was so excited that I saw that. Isn't that cool? Oh, I'm not going to watch that and make my hands itch. Thank you, Katie, though. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Anything else? Do you have any questions? I could grab some cards real quick if you want me to grab some cards. China had the upper hand because of the bio-knowledge they've Okay, yeah. So, Tina, that's an excellent point about the bio-knowledge that they have about COVID, the chemical. Okay, Sherry Jacobus tweeted, or no, maybe it was Dr. Dina Grayson, that as of, I can't remember when it was this week, and it has mutated, like, was it 5,000 times or 500 times? And I said, sure sounds like a bio-W to me. And that is exactly what is showing up in the background. And I don't think I'm going to find that tweet of hers. But the way that it's mutating. And I did a reading on that. Lino tests. Well, that's why. Because of the genome, the footprint. It's traceable back to where it went, or has the characteristics of a bio-W, right? Yeah. 500 times? It's a lot. It's way too much. And it not only is it mutated that many times, but I think it might be accelerating. Like, had we gotten ahead of this with our lockdown and stayed locked down, it's like we wouldn't be in this supercharged, mutated, I don't know, experience we're having right now. Like, we might have missed a lot of that. But it's like, okay, so if this thing is this thing just keep mutating until it just burns itself out? Is that what he meant by suddenly it'll magically go away? It, like, self-destructs? I don't know. Maybe I should grab some cards and ask that question. Here, I've got some cards. And I'm at a weird setup, so I can't really show what I'm doing here. Yeah, I think I gotta grab some smaller cards. So Donald said, here. He said it would magically go away. He said it would magically go away. What do you mean by cerveza? Just one day you wake up and it magically goes away. Oh, wow. I cannot. I'm going to get my other cards. This deck feels too clean. I need the contaminated deck. Okay. Ha! This is it. This deck, I love the energy of this deck because it's like it has the whole secret of the story of what's going on, but it's unfolding. Like, it doesn't feel toxic to me. It just feels like it's got an encyclopedia of knowledge that if I ask the right questions, I'll find out. So, Donald said it would magically go away. Donald said cerveza would just magically go away someday. What does that mean? Oh boy, here we go. Okay, he said it would magically go away. Oh my God, my hands feel like lead weights. What does that mean? Show me going away. Do you see that? The Eight of Cups. Yeah, this is the deck. Oh, this is the deck I've taken notes on because everything is blowing up so much. So it would magically go away someday. The Eight of Cups. The setup. Detached. Why will that magically go away? Why does it magically go away? Why does that magically go away? Why does that magically go away? Why does face of... Ooh, now it's like... Why would it magically... Because there's an agreement that it'll magically go away. Shut the front door. So, you know, upright, this is my card, Queen of Pentacles, for cerveza virus. It's upside down. It'll magically go away because it will agree to magically... That just is not, that is bankrupt. That is, if the pentacles are little aerosols, they're diminished. What does this mean? It'll magically go away? The nightmare, the anxiety, the air, Nine of Swords. This is mutable air. This is Gemini. This is respiratory. Magically goes away. Yes, it does. But it doesn't go away the way we think it goes away. Oh, God. That's a Trump crime syndicate. Nine of Cups. Show me cerveza what happens to you that you go away? What happens to you that you go away? You just like implode, self-destruct? Why is it that you just go away? Cerveza virus, cerveza. Show me your mutations. Show me your mutations. Oh my God, that is it, mutating. What happens to mutations to make you go away, to magically go away? I feel like this is crystal. It's pure. Okay, this is a Virgo card. Nine of Pentacles is a Virgo card. It purifies. It keeps purifying itself. It keeps extracting, purifying, yes. Oh, shit. And magically purifies, manipulates what to magically go away? How does it manipulate to go away? Queen of Swords. This is related to its virulence in the air. This is the queen bee, the queen mother. I feel like there's like a time bomb, like tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick, like her clock is ticking. So the genome, it mutates, crystallizes, purifies, magically the Queen of Swords, the fertility that it's airborne, so its ability to replicate, reproduce, what? Oh God. It's the end of the road. It's like it's all condensing. It's replicated so much, stiffening up. It replicates so much. Oh my God. And it replicates so much, and ta-da! It magically goes away. Destiny, karma, serendipity, a turning point. What goes up must go down. And it can't do harm anymore. It says, here, I'm trying to infect you, and this person's like, huh? Don't even notice you. Oh, there you go. It's depleted. Exhausted. Battle. It gives up and it goes bye-bye. That's it. That's why Don Julio said that, because it was genetically made to only replicate so much and then fall apart on itself. At least that's what I got from that. That's why they don't want any testing, because if you get the genomes, you can test it in the lab and figure out what it's going to do to get a vaccine. I said back in okay, I know I'm preaching to the choir. You guys have seen my videos. I love you guys for that and being along with this ride. It's just so blatantly clear. Gosh. Okay. I don't think we ever air sprayed, did we? I saw them air spraying in China. I never saw them spraying the air. Did you? Clarence is confused. I'm sorry if you came in late. I've been all over the place with some complex topics. I just had to get off my chest once and for all. I don't think it's herd immunity. I think that the virus just kind of gives up and is created to just implode on itself. It's like it can't replicate anymore. New report, Nancy Lee from the Senate Intel Committee offers new portrait of people Trump chooses partners for potential. Oh, yeah, that is really big and ugly. That is so well documented. So, okay. Chemtrails, I didn't. Oh, yeah, I don't know who sprayed. I thought I saw a lot more spraying going on abroad than here. So, anyway. Okay. Yes, exactly, Jane. It burns itself out, essentially. Okay, so I think that's it. That's it. I will eventually get to our quarter moon and our new moon, because there's some really, really good stuff in there, especially for women's rights and the will of us wanting to fight. We're going to be on the defense, but hey, defense wins games. They are grasping. We are mostly in the driver's seat, but it's going to be a long battle. Oh, it's going to be tough. Okay, yes. So, thank you. Thank you, Marjorie. Thank you. I don't know what will happen with the House and Senate. I'm not sure. That's a really general question. Trump is not in secret. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for coming by, you guys. Yeah, oh yeah, that October 1st, you guys take it easy. October's difficult. Okay? Thanks. Okay. Thank you, moderators. We'll see you soon. Have a great Aloha Friday tomorrow, you guys. Thanks.